Hey, you want to hear some poems about ducks?
No.
Nah.
Nope.
Maybe.
Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Quantus server, hanging out here at my base because I got walls. I got walls. Ain't that cool? Well, here, let me show you, because I showed off what I had before, but I've done a little bit of mining in the mining world and got a lot of alabaster, and I'll show you walls. Here, let's back up a little bit, and yeah, I've gone ahead and put in a bunch of walls. Now, I just went ahead and turned them into brick. For right now, that's all I wanted to do, just to kind of lay out a position. If I go up high so you can kind of see the outline, I followed the border of the walls. That's just following the lay of the land. I'm sticking with that. Now, looking at how it worked, this looks like a central hallway here, and then another one's jutting off to that side. And so I went ahead and decided that this side doesn't need to be as tall, so I stopped putting stuff over there. And this, I'm thinking this is going to kind of extend out to here, and this is going to be a small little chunk coming off. So I'll have some different heights to play with there. Also, I went ahead and had some fun. I think I mentioned, because you know it's been a day and I've since slept, I went ahead and started playing with different textures. We got the different brick. There's just the original fired fitted quarry stone. Well, that's not fired. Yeah, just a regular quarry block. That's the fitted here, and this is bricks, quarried brick, fitted stone. You know, anyway, I went ahead and slapped those around in a little bit just to break it up. It's flat, but it's got different textures there. Plus the lights also, you know, kind of break it out. And I prefer the black, that basalt, to the marble that was around it, but it's awfully black. So I'm still not 100% sold on that. Anyway, one of the things that I wanted to do real quick, because the mod is now available, my favorite thing, hands down, from Ender Utilities and from the last season with the Avant 3 pack, was the handy bag. I loved the handy bag, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and craft this really fast. I need some of this Ender rope, snag, and let's drop over here. I'm going to need also some of this Ender alloy, and I really hope I've got everything counted right, because it'd be really embarrassing if I don't. I need one away from there. So I need 4 of these guys. Let's come over to this, and let's see, you, and I don't need that. And then you guys go there. There's my handy bag. So if that's in my inventory, if I take a look at my inventory now, I've got this, it's a double set of inventory. That's this handy bag. Now it needs memory cards, and that's what I've got up here. And you can have, in effect, if you've got 4 different memory cards here, you've got 4 different extra bags. That's so cool. So, but you know, as cool as this is, I want the large bag. You know, like having 5 times the inventory compared to normal is not large. Yeah, this is a good deal. So, if I've done the math right, and I hope I have, I need 38 of you. And you go there, and we'll surround you by that, and that gives me the large. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the inventory. I've now got saddlebags. So this gives me even more inventory times the number of memory cards. Well, let's make memory cards. So I think, yep, that's perfectly there. Let's go ahead and grab these. There's 16 of these 10 base memory cards. We'll come over to here, stack them up there, and now this gives us there's 4 of these memory cards right here. So you and you and you and you, and so I can sit there and take something, say like the alabaster brick, and toss that in there. This will hold up to 4,000 of these items in that one slot, because I've got the small amount here. Oh, that is so lovely. I love it. And then I can just toggle to something else. And then there's tons of these new little buttons, and I won't even look at those right now because I'm dancing the jig of happiness for having that. Let's go ahead and make a Spectre anchor real quick, because who wants to lose their bag? Well, this guy with 2 thumbs certainly doesn't, so let's go ahead and stick that there, and oh, what do you mean you won't work? Let's try, is it just in the inventory? Oh, just in the inventory. I don't need to even spend any levels. So having the Spectre anchor plus an item, and now it's anchored. That is soulbound. That is something that I will not lose, and it does not have to be in the bar here. It can be anywhere. So I'm going to move my Exalted Crafter out because it doesn't need to be there. And then some of these tools and whatnot I could have, maybe this is my set of commonly used tools, and I've done that here with my Exalted Crafter. Here's a bunch of my commonly used tools. Well, I can now do that in a much larger space, and then maybe this is going to be crafting bits for making something, and then if I'm going out because I'm going to go get more alabaster, I can just store great galloping gobs of alabaster here. I love the handy bag. So, and I die, doesn't matter. I get to keep it because, yay, that's the way to go. So I need a little bit more alabaster. I'm not 100% sure as to how much more I need, but I'm going to go get me some, because I'm thinking maybe just a little bit higher on this, not a huge amount, and mainly because if we come over here to where the tower is, what I'm looking for, or come on, let me go, come on. What I'm looking for over here is an effect of looking up and seeing the tower, that main structure there looming above the tower I have for the Evil Craft, and that's pretty good. Maybe just a little bit more, just a little bit more. But so that I need to do that and do some harvesting, and then I need to figure out floors, because floors will tell me where I can put windows in the walls and break it all up, because it's bland. It's all just the one texture. Blech, 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 blech. No, nobody likes that. Poison dog lips. Blech, blech. Okay, I think that's walls. Yep. Okay, so what I've done is varied some heights, because my guiding principle with building things, same and different. So all these walls are very, very same. That's a problem. You can't have everything the same. You can't have everything different. You got to have a mixture of both the same and different stuff. So same, it's all the same brick for right now, but different, there's different heights for things. So that major section over there is at that height. This used to go all the way up, and I've knocked it back. So we're going to have a height there. We're going to have a height of stuff here. The main area is going to have that height up here. Let's come around. This little section over here is going to be a little bit lower. And let me give you an idea of what kind of the roofing will look like. So this little piece, rather than having that double piece coming all the way up, I figured, no, let's stop it here, and using the basalt, just like I did over at the Evil Craft area, I've got a mixture of the different basalt textures, and doing a little roofing sort of structure there. That's what I'm going to do over here. This is going to have a roof piece. This is going to have another roof piece. This is going to have a big roof piece coming out this way. Up here, roof going mainly that direction. Roof piece there off the side. It's going to break it up some, so it's not all the same structure, because boring. The other thing that I need to do is, once I've got that in place, and I've got some good looking roofs on place, then the clearing out the center, because I haven't done diddly squat in there, it's all the same old stuff, that mountaintop needs to go. The kind of like where this level is, that's going to be the ground level over there, and probably could go up a few blocks up to I guess that's east-west. The east-west wing can go up a couple blocks, so we have some stairs inside, and then it's going to be floors, so there's room for tech stuff. because magic is all around on the outside here in their own little platforms, but inside actually have a bedroom, and closet space. Wouldn't that be nice? I could have storage that's not just higgly-piggly drawers. So that's something that I can stick inside, but I need to first knock all that down. So roofs with a V, roofs with an F. Uh-oh, Mrs. the DuckFarmer says it's F, so F roofs. Sounds like I'm calling out for a girl. Hey, roofs, how you doing there, roofs?
Sounds like a dog.
Oh,
sorry.
just like
Sorry,
that.
Cat.
Scared the cat.
Sorry.
Alrighty, time to make some more roofs with a V.
Fine. Whatever.
And just like that, I've got roofs in place. Okay, roofs with an F. But let me show you what I've done so far here. And it's not 100% done, but it's pretty good. This took a good amount of time because of the irregularity there. This one I just barely finished. And to stop the various mob spawning, I went ahead and slapped on some torches. And if we pull a little bit closer, you can see I've got, as nearly as I can, kind of a random pattern of the 3 different basalt slabs that I've got. And I'll give kind of an idea of what I go through when I'm setting this up. I'll start with like the brick slab and put that down, skip a little bit, and then maybe put 2 together, skip a little bit, let's put one there, and maybe another one there, maybe 2 together. And then I'll go with another one, like this is the bare basalt one, and I'll just sprinkle that around for a bit. And maybe there's 2 of those there. And so then it's time for the paver with the nice little lines around it. And let's go ahead and stick those there. So there's my beginning of the roof. And then comes the next piece, okay? A little slab up. And since I've got this piece here and that piece there, let's go with the slab. So it's a little bit different. And then I can start repeating some things, and it's okay to have, no, not on top of each other. It's okay to have things so that they're doubled up. And since we've got these 3 pieces here, we'll go with the slab. Just to, well, they're all slabs. But the paver, just to kind of break things up. So this one here, I've got a paver and the raw. So brick, obviously, is the next one to go here. And so let's go with 2 of the raw slabs. Don't drop down. And we'll put 2 of the raw slabs there. So I could go with another paver slab. I tend not to do 3 across. I'll do 2, but not 3. So I could put another paver because it's okay going up. But I think I'll put the brick and then a paver and then a slab. So you can see how I'm just kind of going through and breaking it all up. The top up there doesn't have the skirting of the roof. But this one does here, and it doesn't have anything inside it. But if we spin around, this goes all the way around, and this is what I've been doing, is I've been filling in the bottom piece, so it's a solid slab going across, or solid piece. That's the basic roof style. Now, Neuschwanstein is a beautiful castle. It doesn't have this type of roof. It's got a dark roof. It's a dark gray. But it's a very steep roof, and that's because that area gets lots of snow, and so you want something that's very steep so that the snow will fall off. Well, this is a jungle. We don't get snow, and it's not real life. It's Minecraft, so I don't care. But I was looking at, and I was thinking, do I want the standard stair-step sort of roof? No. I really like the roofs that, I keep saying it with a V, I really like the roofs that have multiple angles going up. But I decided to just go with the slab structure for this. So this needs a skirting that's done. This I need to finish. I think everything's got skirting except for this roof and this roof. Then I've got the torches stuck around because of lighting. Now, if we go ahead here and break this and turn on my F7, you can see there's spawnable spots, and I don't want anything spawnable around here. Let's break a few more of these. And you can see there's problems here. So this one here, let's go ahead and break this, and I'm going to grab just a regular bit of basalt. I've probably gone through 1,000 basalt blocks already, which, you know, yay, so much fun. Let's go ahead and change this up. Let's grab this down, and let's grab out my, yes, I have a little bit of glowstone. I may need to grab some more. So what I've been doing is I've been planing down, and to get a good amount of light, I've been doing several layers of glowstone. So that done, and I need some of the plain basalt. That's, yeah, this looks like the regular plain basalt, so we'll swap that. And so again, this is on plain. We'll plop that there, and then we'll drill away and put in, and same. So now that right there, that light is lighting up this entire area, you know, except for a little bit over here. So I'll probably put a light block there, and didn't reach all the way up here because I needed another light block up here. So that's what I've done down here, down there. There's a bunch of places that have the hidden glowstone inside that will keep the roof spawn free. Also gives it a little bit of light, which unfortunately it's getting kind of night, so we'll see if we can spot how that lighting works. I also played with, you know, again, my basic building philosophy is similar and different. So the two colors, they're different. So, you know, I'm going with that. Also, though, here we've got the similar and different really showing up, in that we've got the similar quarried stone, but we've got blocks, we've got the bricks, we've got the fitted. You know, they're similar, but there's differences there. And so I also went ahead and stuck a little chiseled border around the bottom of the place. It's not a major change, but it's enough to add a little bit of a texture difference. So again, it's similar, but it's different. And so that's what I'm looking at doing. Now, these walls are extremely similar. It's nothing but brick. But once I've figured out what I'm going to do with it, then I can, you know, and I've got places for windows and whatnot, I can do the same sort of thing where I could come in here and put maybe in, you know, some of those. And you can see how that breaks up the area. Or if I turn it into a paver, and let's come over here, then I can go ahead and stick in a paver in there, and it's different from the other, but it's very similar still. Then I can also play with texture. So if I've got a window sticking out, I can have, you know, something that goes around, so it's got a texture difference because of the layers. And we've got it dark enough that we can take a look at the light. So yeah, you can see it does shine out, and you can definitely see that around the walls here as it shines. So I want this to look good visually both at night and at day, and this definitely needs balconies or windows or something to break all this up, because otherwise it's pretty boring. But you know, that's what I've been playing with, and it's been taking me forever and 17 days to do this. But you know, that's okay. All of the stuff is handmade in that I'm going through and plopping them down. There's no way for me to pull out a builder's wand and go dunk 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 dunk, you know, and place them down, because I want these to be randomized. So it's same but different. So that's the basic plan that I'm going with, and I think it's coming along. In fact, if we take a quick look at the mini map here, let's zoom too far in. You can see the shape of the roofs coming in, and you can get these little white spots that are showing up. That's the chiseled brick that's going on. So that piece right there that I chiseled, it shows up different, which is strange. I wish it would show up with the regular texture from the top, but it shows up different. That's that, yeah, because it would be nice to have this look good. But it's working. It is working, and I needed the lights on there because of the mobs. Because, you know, occasionally there were a few of the skeleton zombies appearing, which is not a problem, but the creepers, I don't have a charm for the creepers yet, and so they are a problem. So I occasionally would punch them off the edge and watch them fall down, and they would sizzle on the way down, which is always fun to do. Anyway, this is it's a little bit more work that I need to do. I need to finish that up, and then the skirting, and then I can start playing with layers in here. because oh, I actually had to punch a hole in the wall because I couldn't get through anymore because there's no roof up in place. You can definitely see fun lighting issues going on here. Yeah, you can see where the little bit of a glowstone is in place, but it's coming along. It's a big box in here, but that's going to be different when we get this done. And a lot of this is going to have to get all chewed down and go away. Sadly, that's about all the time I've got, and this has been going on, I'd have to look at the days, but I'm thinking way over a week, maybe, going on 10, 12 days getting all this stuff done. Real life has jumped in a whole bunch. I've done a bunch of episodes on the Beyond series, which has been loads of fun, and then I'd come back here and I'd struggle on roofs, or I'd go dig a bunch more basalt, or getting things ready for this. And real life again, some of you may know that I'm also a scoutmaster as well as, a hardworking guy. And so yesterday we went out to the first camp out, and that was loads of fun. And we're now heading out. We're going to be gone for a week. So that means, sadly, I'm going to have no computer with me that can play Minecraft or any games. No games at all. That's going to be painful because, work computer. Can't play games on work computer. And so, sadly, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be driving 1,000 miles on the day that this is being published. So that's going to be loads of fun. And we're going to pick up niece, the duck farmer. She's done with her year of college. So we're going to pick her up for the summer. And at the same time, I'm going to be dropping off Mrs. the duck farmer to take care of her mom. She fell and broke her hip about 2 months ago, and at this point needs somebody there to watch and take care of her as she's there at the house. So, Mrs. the duck farmer is going to do that, but she's going to be gone for about a month for me. Wah. Which means no cooking with the duck farmers till she's back, but that's okay.
Sorry!
Yep. She's actually making some meal before I go to bed, because I'm going to go to bed pretty soon, because I'm getting up probably about 4:30. And heading off and driving, because that's a long drive. And yeah, lights are getting dim here as the sun is setting. But it's been fun getting this all set up here. Let's spin around, take a quick look. I like having the roofs in place. That's really good. I just haven't had any time to do anything inside to lay out the floors, so that's going to have to be the next big thing. Also, once I've got windows and whatnot, I want to go through and randomize, and as I did a little demonstration earlier, I want to break this up a little bit. Similar but different. Got to change up the walls a bit and make that look good. And while I'm gone for a week from Minecraft, be sure to check all the other FTOG people and their links down in the description, and watch the videos, subscribe to them, like them, send them cake, because everybody loves cake. Yep. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here on the FTOG Quantus server, and getting a little roof time done. And yay, I've got me a base. Thanks for watching. Bye.